Hi everyone, welcome back to yoga at the Senior Sika Center, Activity Center. So today we have Paula, Sally, Jenny, Kelly, Carrie, because it's Carrie Kelly, and we have Nancy and Jody with us. So we are going to move into our sacral chakra. I'm wearing orange for that yummy sacral chakra, and a lot of people out here actually are, whether it be by purpose or accident. It must be summer we're getting into. So let me scoot back. We'll go ahead and get started here. And in fact, before we get started, namaste. Thank you for coming to class. Let's go ahead and find our seat. So maybe move back and forth. Start to find soles of the feet grounded if you can. So I'm closer to the front part of my seat so that I can ground through my feet. I'm rocking back and forth on my sit bones. These are our grounding points when we talk about root chakra. And we're going to be moving into sacral, which is deep within the pelvis here, so below the navel. Let's go ahead and find that knees to hips, knees to ankles, toes pointing forward, grounded feet. We're going to sit nice and tall. And now that we've rocked around, we're nice and stable. We're just going to move through the shoulders here. Let's find a nice deep breath. Maybe breathing in and out of the nose, or breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Let's go ahead and reverse that. Just moving the opposite way. And again, you're starting to come back to your breath, just deepening it, seeing if we can start to make it flow, moving through the body. Let's bring one hand over the sacral space, one hand over the heart space. So our chakras align in center here in the center of our body. So heart center and sacral center. Soften, close the eyes. We're going to come into our sankalpa or our mantra today. Let's start off with just breathing, feeling that breath. Move through the body, expanding, feeling the hands, allowing that expansion. And then exhale, releasing, allowing the navel to fall back towards the back. And again, we're going to start breathing through the nose as we have these nice deep breaths. Really expanding on the inhale, filling up the entire torso, and on the exhale, releasing. Let's do this a few more times. Last breath here, nice deep inhale. And exhale. As we exhale, palms are going to face upward. Left hand underneath the right hand, thumbs connect at the tips, relax again down at the sacral space, roll the shoulders back, soften the elbows in towards the ribs, lengthen through the crown, draw the chin slightly in. Again, we're breathing in and out of the nose. We're just coming into our neutral breath. We're going to bring that silent mantra or sankalpa in now. I move with joy and ease. I move with joy and ease. I move with joy and ease. So if we remember last week, it was my breath supports me. The week before, my body is a safe place to reside in. So coming from that root into sacral, where we begin fluidity and movement, finding pleasure, joy, and ease within our day, within our movements. This means being conscious of our movement and aware. So being in the present moment. Let's take 2 more breaths. And as we exhale, we can start to open those eyes, palms face forward, mountain pose. Let's inhale, bring the arms stretching up, lengthening. Exhale, just release the arms. Keep grounded in the feet. Inhale, let's take it back up. This time, exhale, palms together, hands to heart. Inhale, lengthen up and over. We are coming into our forward fold. Remembering it may look different for you, that's fine. You can fold all the way over. You can bring hands to knees, finding more of a support here. Drawing those elbows in and lengthening the back, maybe relaxing the neck and head. On our next inhale, we're going to come up through flat back, whether we press our hands into the legs or we lift up from the sides of our body, reaching back up. This time, let's exhale, grab elbows. See if we can get the arms a little bit back. If our chin tipped down and we're here, let's see if we can at least look forward and just do the best we can here with lengthening through the sides of our body, grounding in the feet, drawing those abs in, feeling the length in the spine. We're going to add a little bit to this, so stay nice and grounded with the feet. Let's exhale and just find a little bit of lateral flexion to one side. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhaling center. Exhale. Inhale. Strong legs, strong feet. Finding that support beneath us as we find movement. Let's inhale, bring these arms all the way up and over. Exhale, back into our forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, rising all the way back up through the body. And exhale, hands come back to heart. Let's inhale, find cactus arm twist here. And exhale, you're just bringing it back to the heart. So unwinding to the heart. Inhale to the other side. And exhale, back to heart. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And exhale. Let's go ahead and sweep the hands beside us. See if we can interlace the fingers and back. So we're interlacing the fingers and back. If that doesn't work for you, maybe you grab the chair behind you. Either one. If you do have fingers interlaced, draw down the back towards the chair. You'll feel those shoulders roll back. Allow them to roll back. Even squeeze the scapulars for a moment while you press the knuckles down into your seat. Let's draw the abs in. We don't want that low back curvature hurting us, so draw the navel into the spine. Find that strong length right through our body. Relaxing the shoulders back and down, pressing knuckles gently into our seat. And if we have a hold of the chair, elbows are soft and we're pulling those elbows together, scapulas together. So if that's the version, that's what you're doing. You're just opening up through the chest. Let's take our head, tilt it to one side. Find a nice, deep, easy breath. With this, we're going to allow the chin to move forward, down, across the chest. And then we're going to let the head move to the other side. So ear towards the other shoulder. You're going to bring that gaze back forward again where the chin is back off the chest. And again, take a deep breath. When you find your exhale, allow the chin to come down through the chest. The inhale, the head comes to the side. You bring the gaze forward. And just slowly moving through this. Really slowly moving through the neck. And getting into the sensation. So this is a time to be really feeling into your body, getting to know ourselves through our sensations, what we feel, how we feel, why we feel that. What is the body trying to tell us? Let's go ahead and release the chin all the way down center. Pause there. Keeping chin into chest. You're going to release the hands, arms from the back. Let's take interlaced fingers here in front and then bring it behind the head. From there, you're going to relax the elbows, relax the shoulders, still strong legs, strong feet pressing into the earth plane, grounded glutes, lengthening back, navel drawing in. Let's inhale and find an expansion for our chest, our shoulders, just opening up with that nice expansion, and exhale, chin into chest. Inhale, let's take it up and open. And exhale, release. Inhale, opening back up. And exhale, release. When you release, release the hands all the way down to the knees. As we grab a hold of the knees, you're coming into a flat back, so maybe soften those elbows, just lengthen through the back. I am hinging forward from the hips with that lengthen back. As I do, we're gonna come right into our cow, so stay grounded here. Start to pull those elbows in, send the heart forward, expand through the torso, inhale through the nose. Nice deep cow, let's take it back. Exhale, cat, navel to spine, hang on to those knees, round the back, all the way through the pelvis, chin into chest. Let's inhale back forward to our cow. Deep breaths, exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhaling, cat. Now we're gonna do 3 more, but it's at your pace. So find your pace, expanding, really getting into the articulation of our vertebrae, our back. Maybe softening or closing the eyes here, getting in tune with our body. And remembering that we're moving with joy and ease today. That might mean slowing down. Let's go ahead and release that. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up and over. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart. From here, let's take out one leg. Heel is grounded. I'm gonna scoot back a little bit so you can see what's going on. Heel grounded. I have dorsiflexion, toes are towards my nose. And my other leg, knee ankle alignment, same thing happening here. We're just gonna extend through that one foot. Let's go ahead and start to sweep our arms out to warrior 2 arms. Palms face down. Roll the shoulders back, lengthen through the body, keep that nice length in the torso. Let's take our toes medially. So you're going to move the toes pointing in medially towards the other side. You're gonna look down and just notice knee to toes. Knee is pointing the same direction with your toes. That way you're moving all the way into the hip area. Let's go ahead and find it back into center here. Take a nice deep breath, palms up, inhale. And exhale, palms come together, hands to heart. Inhale, let's take it back up and over. And exhale, warrior 2 arms. From warrior 2 arms, keeping that dorsiflexion, softness in the knee. Let's rotate laterally now. So toes are pointing out to the side. You might check that knee. It is right along with the toes in alignment. So you're feeling this once again, not only in our knee and our ankles, our feet and toes, but you are feeling this in the hip area. Let's go ahead, rotate back to center, flip the palms up, inhale, reach it up, and exhale, palms come together, hands to heart. Let's bring that knee in. Maybe we interlace here. There's an option. So those of us maybe at home, we have a towel, a tie, or a belt. One option here, because it's a knee to chest, so whether it's interlacing the fingers, staying nice and tall, lengthening arms, or we have some kind of tie, towel, or belt to help lengthen us. And we're pulling those elbows in, we're lengthening through the crown. Let's inhale here before we pull up. And then exhale, bring that knee to the chest. We'll do this one more time with a lengthen back. Exhale, knee to chest. The next one we're going to do with curving. You can always stay in that lengthen back or release forehead, pull it all in, find the rounding. Let's inhale, release that leg. From there, we're going to extend the opposite leg. So let's take the other leg. Remember, I have a softness in my knee so that we're not overextending ourselves. We don't want to have pain. This other knee, ankle alignment, grounded foot. And what we're gonna do is first start with hands at heart, relax the shoulders, sitting tall, dorsiflexion here. Let's inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, warrior 2. As we find our warrior 2, let's take that foot, knee, rotate laterally. So you'll find softness in the knee that points with those toes. You'll feel this all the way in your hip. Just take deep, easy breaths. We have 2 more. And rotate palms up. bring the foot back into center, lengthen up through the torso. And exhale, palms together, hands to heart. Dorsiflexion still, we're just through center. Let's inhale, bring it all the way up again. Exhale, warrior two arms. From warrior two arms, relax, pull those shoulders in, lift through the heart, draw the navel in. We feel grounded and lengthened. Let's take it medially. Toes move in medially, check the knee, it moves in medially. You feel this all the way into your hip. 3 breaths. Start rotating, palms face up. Bring the toes back to center. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart. And let's take that leg and bring it back. Now from there, once again, you can add the belt, towel, tie, whatever we have at home. We can also do interlaced fingers here. So whichever is best. Pull those elbows in, send the shoulders back. You're lengthening through the crown. We're going to start off with an exhale, knee to chest. The inhale, we just come back to a neutral for us. Exhale, knee to chest. You're still sitting tall. Shoulders are back and down. Inhale, release. This next one, you have the option of rounding. So bring it in. If you would like, you can round through the spine, round through forehead. And then let's lift back up and release that. Let's go ahead and bring in our favorite item, inner thigh support. So we want to bring in our ball, our yoga block, maybe a cushion at home, possibly a pillow is fine. Just as long as we bring it about 1 inch or 2 above that knee, we're squeezing those inner thighs. So we're activating our inner thigh muscles, activating our pelvic floor muscles. Let's get grounded, finding knee ankle alignment, toes pointing forward. Inhale, let's bring it up. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart. One leg, dorsiflexion, arms come up. Inhale. And exhale, let's bring it down. Same thing, other side. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to open the arms with the next one. Point the toes this time, plantar flexion. Stretch back. Exhale, hands to heart. Opposite side. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, let's take it back up. Dorsiflexion, reach it up. This time, pause. Exhale, twist that direction. Inhale, let's take it up. Exhale, bring it back to heart. Same thing, other side. Inhale, dorsiflexion, lift it up. Exhale, twist that same side. Inhale, let's take it up and over. And exhale, palms together, hands to heart, releasing. We're going to do the same thing with plantar flexion. Point the toes, inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twisting to that side. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hands to heart. All right, from there, let's go ahead and take that away. We're gonna open up the legs here. So moving, I like to move back for a little more stability for the legs, for our glute bones. You're looking for knee ankle alignment down below, as well as toes pointing the same direction as our knees. Let's go ahead and start with hands on knees. I like to bring my fingers inward so my elbows can bend out. Let's roll those shoulders back, lengthen. Think of that length through the spine. Exhale to start off with as we hinge forward. So just feeling into the low back. Let's bring our visualization into that low back, how we feel today. And inhale, let's bring it back up. We'll do this a couple more times like this. Exhale, coming forward, just feeling into the back. And inhale, bringing it up. You could always use arm strength. That's why we have the arms in this way, so that we can press our way back up using that arm strength. Now we're gonna pause there. Let's just twist gently over one shoulder. And this time we're gonna come straight back down, but it's an inhale. So let's inhale, expand now. Try to expand into the pelvis region. Exhale, we're gonna look over the opposite shoulder. So drop the shoulders, look over one shoulder. Let's inhale back forward again, expand through the torso. Wrapping around that low back, exhale, coming up, looking over the back shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, looking over the shoulder. We'll do one more set. Inhale forward. Exhale as we press up. Remember to relax the shoulders, lengthen spine, look over the shoulder. Inhale forward, down. Exhale, last one. Lengthen, relax shoulders, looking over. All right, coming forward, we're gonna move right into our side angle pose. So let's do palm up, forearm comes down. Feel supported here in the shoulder and elbow first. Let's bring just hand to hip. Let's also lengthen through the back. So maybe you're slouching a little bit. Let's press down to the soles of the feet, activate the legs, draw the navel in, and then lengthen through the back. Feel that nice length through the spine. From there, if you would like a little more sensation, you simply draw down towards the knee. But once you do, if you find that you're maybe slightly out of alignment, press down and pull towards you. And then press into that shoulder so that you're still lengthening. You should feel this all the way through the back. If you'd like more, let's take hand behind us. I am gonna come into motion again, so movement with joy and ease today. If you're with me on that, let's go ahead and inhale, bring the arm up over. You decide whether it's here or if it comes all the way overhead. And then you're going to exhale, choice to come to the hip or behind the back again. We'll do this a few more times. Inhale. Remember, lots of options here. You decide. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. The next three you're doing on your own with your breath. Last one for me. And with this one, let's go ahead and bring hand to hip for a moment. From there, we're gonna take and release that shoulder forward. So we're looking downward to the knee and toes. Release that hand from hip. And maybe you make a fist with the other hand. You're just going to relax that arm from the shoulder joint. Maybe twisting here a little bit, finding movement, just letting go. And then take a moment to maybe move in a circle here. Deep breaths. And if you were moving in a circle, move the opposite way. And from there, relax that arm. Let's take hand to knee. So that arm now is hand on knee. We're going to take the one that we had leaning to, hand to knee, and let's again use those elbows. Try to lengthen the back this time as you slowly move forward into center. Slowly move all the way over to that other side where you find that heart, face, possibly aligning with that knee. And let's go ahead and just bring our elbow down in front of us, shoulder, so we find that alignment. We're already looking down towards the knee and toes. Let's go ahead and relax that other arm. Maybe shake it like I started off with on the other side. Still taking those deep, easy breaths as that will keep us relaxed with joy and ease in our body. From there, let's go ahead and start with circles. Again, deep breaths. And let's move the circles opposite way. Hand comes to hip here. So from that, you're then going to rotate that shoulder open, trying to stack the shoulders. Now, if you're too far out towards that knee, pull it in. Pull, draw that in until you find that shoulder, elbow alignment. Hand is still on hip. You still might be just opening up through that chest, finding that alignment here. Let's take a few breaths. Just relaxing the shoulders back and down, lengthening through the spine. And for some of us, we want to bring that hand back behind us. For some of us, we're gonna move with this. You're welcome to add any of those movements. Let's inhale, bring it up. You decide how far. I'm gonna stretch all the way overhead. And then exhale, you can bring hand to hip. You can bring hand back behind you where you started. Inhale, all the way back up and over. Exhale, moving back. Inhale. Taking your time, deep breaths, exhale. So the next three you're gonna do on your own. You're welcome to close the eyes, really feel into the body, feeling into the sensations of the stretch. What is the spine doing? How is it articulating? Are your shoulders stacking? Do you feel open within the chest, lengthening within the vertebrae? We have one more. I'm at my last one here. And let's exhale, hand to hip. From hand to hip, let's take that forearm, elbow, start to gently press in, and we're just gonna take it right into our warrior two arms. Relax the shoulders, pull the arms in towards, wrapping towards our heart space, palms facing down. Let's go ahead and press down into the soles of the feet for a moment, feeling active. Bring the palms forward, finding our goddess pose. So here the elbows hinge right along, lengthening from the shoulders. Let's see if we can squeeze the scapulas back, opening through the chest. Now simultaneously, I'm really drawing in my navel, pulling up through my feet. So I feel a nice pulling up as I'm pressing down. So I'm pressing down with my feet, but I'm feeling my inner thighs and inner legs pulling up and up through the body as I squeeze my shoulder blades back and my navel tucks in. Let's find one more breath here. And exhale, soften, release, relax here for a moment. Let's move through the shoulders and just coming back to the breath. And if we were moving one direction, again, let's just move that opposite direction. We are going to move more into the hips with a little bit of stretching. Our next pose is going to be our number 4, or our pigeon pose. So with this, let's gently heel toe, back to hip width distance apart. There's several options with this one. I'm going to show the first one. So I'm coming towards the front edge of my seat, and right where that gluteal fold I have, I'm putting that right at the edge of my seat, so no pinching. Therefore, I could lengthen a leg, but once again, I have that knee that is soft. And then I'm going to take the opposite leg, and I'm going to let it be open, so my knee is nice and open. My ankle is resting above my other ankle. That foot points that direction. This can be our number 4, or our pigeon pose. You're always welcome to hang on to the chair as we hinge forward. You can still do all the same things that we are going to do in the full pigeon. Hopefully you can feel this as you hinge forward. If you are practicing with me just at this point, let's bring it back up. So want a little bit more, bring it above the knee joint here, glide that foot in, make sure that the other ankle joint is not right on top of the knee, that it's slightly over. Try to find that knee ankle alignment, and this one you can still sit fairly close to the seat, or you can just scoot it all the way back and feel completely supported here. So that is again up to you, another option. One hand underneath the knee, one hand either on ankle or on the sole of the foot. Let's draw the shoulders up to the ears, squeeze, groundedness, and exhale. Let's release that. Lift through the heart space, draw those abs in, and then as you lengthen the crown, the chin might slightly tilt down to lengthen through the neck. Let's exhale to begin with a flat back, hinging from the hips, drawing the heart forward. As we inhale, let's take it back up. Exhale, hinging forward. Inhale, lengthening up. Last one, exhale. Now you can stay right here, or you could continue to move up and down. So for another option, I'm gonna stay here, and then my exhales, I'm going to round. That's another option. So 3 of those. Let's inhale, flat back. And exhale if you would like. Round, release. You could even release the arms, the hands. Let's inhale though, back into a flat back. Expansion. Exhale, rounding and releasing. Last one, finding that expansion. And exhale, releasing. Inhale, expand, lengthen through the back. And exhale, let's bring it all the way back up. From there, hand to opposite knee. Glide the other hand across the chair behind us. Relax those shoulders, lift through that heart space, and then find your twist. 2 more breaths here. Gently release, relax, coming forward. So we don't kick that leg out. Let's go ahead, soften the knee again, extend that leg, and just slowly release that. Now, as we have both soles of the feet, I am gonna just come forward a little bit here. Soles of the feet are grounded, my knees are soft. I'm not quite in stacking knee to ankle, so they're a bit extended. I'm just gonna slowly glide my hands down. I'm gonna keep a hinge in my back so I have a nice flat back. I'm just reaching down towards my ankles, maybe my toes, it depends on you. And you're just taking in a few deep breaths. So my palms, my hands are pressing against my shins, my ankles, so that I can draw my shoulders back. I'm keeping my length here in my back. My chin slightly draws in. Deep breath. One more deep breath here. And if you want, you can come into that forward fold type version where you just round. Let's take the hands above the knees, pull the elbows in, inhale, flat back, lifting all the way back up. As we find ourselves all the way back up, again, we're gonna come to the opposite leg. So remember, it could be still right here forward, or you just take the ankle and cross and allow that knee to be open. All the same things that we do, the hinging forward and even of the twisting can be done with it like this. Option 2, of course, is above the knee. Option 3, knee and ankle alignment. And of course, get comfortable in your seat, feel secure. From here, hand underneath knee, ankle, or the sole of the foot. Let's relax the shoulders. And as we sit nice and tall, let's inhale, draw the shoulders up. Exhale, release down and back. Let's start to lift through that heart space as you inhale. Hinge at the hips, flat back. Exhale, comes forward. Inhale, let's lift back up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lifting up. Last one, exhale, forward. Inhale, lift up. So you can continue with that pattern. Exhale, forward. I'm gonna pause here. Inhale in the flat back. And exhale, this is the other option. Round, release. Inhale, you're coming back into that flat, lengthen back. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, coming to that lengthening flat back. And exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen, flatten the back. We're still hinged forward. Let's go ahead and bring it up to length. Sitting nice and tall. We're gonna take opposite hand to opposite knee and then draw that hand along the chair. Maybe we grab the bottom of the chair, the back of the chair, relax the shoulders. Lift through that heart space. Find your twist for 3 breaths. And just slowly unwinding, releasing. Maybe we extend a little bit to release here. Let's go ahead and maybe come forward and come to the soles of the feet again. Inhale, reach it up. Maybe we interlace the fingers, depends. Let's flip the palms up and see if we can lift up through the heart space, looking up. And exhale, we're gonna come right into that forward fold. So you're just gonna release forward, down to your preference here. And let's inhale, root to rise, bring it all the way back through center. And exhale, hands come back to heart. All right, thank you. We're gonna come to our yoga nidra practice now. So get yourself comfortable, find your shavasana pose there at home, whether it be an easy chair, the floor, wherever you have space at home that is comfortable for you. So get comfortable at home.
You want something to put your feet on a little bit high? Somebody took away some of the pillows. They did. I don't know.
They certainly. Okay, I walked around enough. Give me a moment.
We just have a whole bunch.
All right, while everybody's getting comfortable, hello Arnold Lopez and Alan Clausen. Nice to have you on this channel today. So get nice and relaxed. And as we start to find our relaxation, we're coming into our breath. So maybe we tighten the muscles, squeeze fists here, and then we try to release, especially on those exhales. So maybe we do it again. Inhale, squeezing, tightening, contracting all the muscles, and then exhale, release and relax into your space. All right, relaxing, finding comfort wherever you are. Finding space for some much needed self-rejuvenation. Allow yourself to settle, closing, softening the eyes. Attention comes to the breath. Allowing the inhale and the exhale to come in and out of the nose. Inhaling like an ocean wave, starting at the feet, swelling up through the body. And exhaling, feeling the waves sink and release all the way out. You hear your breath deepen, slow, the body expanding, and the body letting go. Feeling these ocean waves advance and then recede. Focusing on the wave of breath and energy spreading to all parts of the body. Allowing it to fill into every crevice. Like water, the breath flows as you settle, relax. It releases. It releases all form. Allow yourself to feel formless. Just the breath. You are breathing. And now bringing it back into our silent mantra, our sankalpa for today. I move with joy and ease. I move with joy and ease. I move with joy and ease. And now relaxing back into the body, bringing awareness to the body, your physical body. starting to sense the crown of the head, relaxing, softening the back of the head, the sides of the head, the forehead smoothed and relaxed. We come between the brows, taking deep breaths here. Visualizing pulling in a soft light through the third eye, all the way into the mind. Allowing that light to expand, clear the mind, and continue softening through the face. Both eyes relax, the nose, the ears, the jaw, and now releasing down through the neck space. As we come to the base of the throat, breathing here, feeling connected, feeling clear-minded, feeling a little more relaxed. As you soften through the collarbones, both shoulders relaxing, both elbows releasing, both wrists, hands, and all the way through the fingertips. Feeling that wave of energy and relaxation move through the upper body. Feeling the arms relax, the fingertips release. Feeling connected as we move from the fingertips into the hands, connecting to the wrists, elbows, shoulders, base of the neck. The breath softens behind us, where we might feel support, the upper back, between the shoulder blades, releasing the neck. Taking deep breaths, expanding into the lungs, relaxing the chest. Each wave, breath of relaxation, releasing through the chest as we move to center of the chest. Connecting here, feeling relaxed, at peace. And then noticing the rib cage expand and release as the ribs attach to our vertebrae and wrap all the way around from the back to the sides to the front of the body. We feel the expansion and release as we relax the mid-back, the upper back, relaxing the rib cage, relaxing the chest, and moving down between the ribs and above the navel. Taking a couple of breaths here, feeling whole. You are enough. As you relax, the belly rises, the belly falls with the breath. You feel the abdomen release, warm and at ease, as we relax just below the navel into our sacral chakra, deep between both sides of the hips, between front and back of the body, center of the pelvis. Here we find our joy, our ease. We find pleasure. We find nurturing. We find curiosity and our senses. Relaxing the low back, relaxing both hips. And now feeling that wave of energy move through the entire torso. As we move down to the pubis bone, relaxing the pubis bone, softening all the way to the tailbone, the tip of the tailbone. Relaxing the tailbone, relaxing the sacrum, the downward facing triangle of the hips just below the low back. As we soften into the hips, we feel rooted at our glute bones, rooted at the space between the pubis bone and the tailbone. As we feel grounded, the glutes relax. We move back into the hips as we soften into the upper legs, relaxing both knees, lower legs, ankles, both feet, and all 10 toes. Now the connection from the tips of the toes to the feet, ankles, knees, both hips, and back to our sacral space. Breathing here at our sacral space. Allow yourself to sense the front of the torso. And now sense the back of the torso. Sense the torso completely. Experiencing sensation here in the torso. And releasing as we sense the gentle movement of the belly as the body breathes. Sense the calm and steady heartbeat. The abdomen at ease and warm. Now refocusing on our breath. You are breathing. You are relaxed. Allow yourself to come into sensations as we bring in feeling fluid. Feeling fluid within the body, within the mind. Allowing change. Seeing change as a positive. Changing, satisfaction, pleasure, nature. Now soften into your space, relaxing, imagining at the beach, warm sand beneath you, and the cool waves coming up and expanding through the body with the breath and releasing back out. You feel the breeze on the skin, softly caressing. And now imagine a peaceful sky, beautiful sunset colors. bring yourself to tasting the most delicious meal. Listening to your favorite sounds or music. Savoring the touch from a loved one. As you feel the support and nurturing like a mother, giving to yourself. Feel that you are supported, you are nurtured. Allow your inner playful, curious child out to enjoy the simple pleasures. When our needs to survive are satisfied, we move into pleasure, promoting our well-being as it is naturally healing. Let's bring our Sankalpa back. Repeating in the mind throughout the body. I move with joy and ease. I move with joy and ease. I move with joy and ease. And remember, we are supported as we move with joy and ease for the rest of this weekend. Let's start to find movement and breath, taking deeper breaths here. And as we take these deeper breaths, we start to find movement in the fingers, the toes. Maybe we're starting to contract again. Just reawakening the body with movement, with breath, with expansion, with contraction. And when you're ready, taking that nice deep breath overhead, lengthening through the body. And exhale, releasing. If you happen to be grounded, maybe on the floor or on a couch or something, maybe you could grab the knees, bring it into chest. You're just going to give yourself a hug, a squeeze here. Gently rock left and right, right and left. Getting a nice massage if you're on the ground. And releasing to one side or the other in your fetal position. And when you're ready, taking a nice breath before pressing your way back up, trying to use arm strength to press our way back up. Thank you, everyone. Yoga Nidra is complete. Take that extra breath and exhale. Om Shanti Shanti. Almost namaste again. All right. Thank you, Jody. Carrie back there, Paula, Jenny, Nancy, and Sally. Appreciate you. And Arnold Lopez here, and Alan Clausen, Mary Lou Peralta, and DLM. Thank you for coming today. Appreciate your support. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Get out in nature. Breathe. Drink water. Be in water. Enjoy. Be safe.